Okay, so I made another video, but I feel like I shouldn't be name dropping businesses up in here, so I'm recording a new one. So this is the story of the shooting that I was in. Not very eventful, but well, I would say it's not very eventful. I feel like most people would be like traumatized or something, but either way, this is what I'm gonna tell. Okay, so about last month, my sisters were both leaving to go see their friends. One was visiting their friends just because, and then no, I think it was a sleepover. One of them was going to a sleepover, and then the other one was going to the trampoline park. Okay, so we drop off my other sister who's going to her sleepover, and then we head back to the house, wait a little, and like my dad, and my sister. I think we were eating, and then we finished, and then I was like talking to my sister. I was like, "Don't we need to leave in like 5 minutes?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why aren't you ready?" And so she's rushing. I'm already ready. My dad's already ready. I'm like telling my dad, I'm like, "Why does she always take this long?" He's like, "I know, we're already late. Like we should have we should have left like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Cuz the place is on the highway. Like the trampoline park is on a highway that's like 20 minutes away. So we should have left a while ago. And so we hop in the car. My dad is making sure my sister has everything, and we head out. So we head over to the trampoline park, and none of my sister's friends were there. Like, it's supposed to be a birthday party. The person that has the birthday party is late. The other friends are late. Half of them are late. We're the only ones on time. So we're like, okay, so we thought we were late. We're here before everyone else. We wait at the trampoline park for like 20 minutes, and then we're like, are you, and then we talk to my sister. We're like, are you going to be good at the trampoline park by yourself? And she's like, I think so. Then a couple of her, no, just one of her friends show up with their sisters, and we're like, are, we were like, my dad was like, do you know any of these people? I'm like, yeah, one of them goes to my school. And he's like, okay, I think we could leave her here. And so we left her there with I think an adult arrived like shortly after. So they're at the trampoline park. My sister was already signed in, so she's probably in the trampoline park already. Me and my dad, we go to find some leaf bags for leaves that we have to pick up from the yard. So we're at Walmart. We're shopping around. Turns out there was a sale. We bought like 2 lawn chairs, 3 lawn chairs, and a couple of the leaf bags. We looked for Nito. We couldn't find Nito. Um, Told him we should buy an axe because he likes cutting down like this log nearby, or like right in front of the house that's already dead. He uses a chainsaw, but I'm like, Dad, you could grow muscle if you like chop down the log with like an axe. It's a big log, like it's basically just the tree. And he's like, nah, it's easier using the chainsaw. So we head out Walmart. I get a Chipotle burrito right after. I absolutely demolish half of the burrito before before we're like, okay, there's like 30 minutes left before we have to go pick up my sister. I can't remember what we did. We kind of just hung out in the car for a while, and then we headed over to the parking lot of the trampoline park. And then as I'm like sitting there, as I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at another car across the street that's like also in the parking lot. And I thought this woman was smoking like from a crack pipe. I'm like, Dad, I think that woman's smoking from a crack pipe. And he's like, how do you know it's a crack pipe? I'm like, I have the Chipotle burrito foil that comes off like it's the foil that comes off the burrito that they wrap it in. So I'm holding it. I'm like, it's kind of shaped like this. So I shape it up. Kind of looks like a spoon. And he's like, I don't think they should be doing that. And parking lot where there's a whole bunch of kids coming by to go into trampoline park. I'm like, obviously. Turns out it was not a crackpot. It was just for like weed or something. Either way, couldn't be legal. And then those people leave. They head inside the trampoline park. And me and my dad are just sitting there. I'm jamming to some music. He's scrolling on TikTok. Kind of seems the opposite of how things should be. Like, I should be the one scrolling on TikTok. And he should be the one that's like jamming to music. But either way, doesn't really matter. 5 minutes pass. Next thing you know, we see kids running out the building. And we're like, what the flip is going on? So all these kids are running out. My dad's like, come on, we gotta go check this out. So I'm assuming like a shooting happened. And I'm like, you want me to go in? I didn't say that, but like obviously I ran towards the building. That was not a smart idea. But my sister was probably in there and I was like, okay, we gotta head over. So we're running towards the building. My dad's like, okay, we gotta split up. Like, if that's not the most like, how do I say? Like in a horror movie, you're like, what are these people doing? Like, these are the dumbest decisions they can make. Like, I would always look at a horror movie. I'm like, why are you splitting up? Why are you running towards the danger? Turns out I got into the situation. I started running towards the danger. I started to split up with my dad. He's got the front entrance. I got the back entrance. He's looking towards the front entrance. I literally went inside the building. I'm looking in the back. I'm like, where's my sister? Can't find no one. I just see a whole bunch of kids running out. Kids are saying there were shots. I was like, holy frick, I'm gonna die. Okay, hear me out. I was like thinking, I was like, what if I had a bullet wound? I was like, it'd be kind of cool. A a scar from a bullet, like just straight up, you know, like not here. This is the left side of my chest. That means my heart's right there. Like, like if it was somewhere like like oh my god, like if it was somewhere like my shoulder or like somewhere in my like near my stomach where it doesn't puncture anything, I'd be like, that's pretty cool. Other than that, I wouldn't really take a bullet unless if it was like for a family member or a friend. I'll take a bullet then. Intentionally, by the way. I'll take it intentionally, not unintentionally. Like I wasn't trying to catch a stray or nothing. So I'm like checking inside. My sister's not there. Um, I was there. It felt like 5 minutes. I was probably there for two, but I think that's enough for like how small the building was. And then I go back. I look for my dad. I'm like, Dad, I couldn't find her. He's like, I just got a call from her. She says she's fine inside of a car with her friends. I'm like, okay. So we run over to the back of the parking lot, and and my dad's like still on the phone with her, and he's like, okay, so you know exactly what car I'm in right now, right? And she's like, yeah. She's like, can some of my friends come? Like, can they hide in the car too? Half of them are with their parents already. And he's like, yeah, okay. So we watch my sister and her friends run towards the car that's already parked. The car's already parked. It's still in the spot where we left it. They run inside the car. There's like four of them. There's like a dude and like two other girls, and then there's my sister. Um, three of them are crying. One of them's not. I can't remember who. Honestly, props to whoever that was, because I'm surprised you're not crying at the age of like 12, 13 from a shooting. But I wasn't crying. I was on the verge of tears. I was like, there's no way this actually happened. I didn't end up crying. I was like, I have to stay strong. There's my dad who's outside of the car. I'm also outside of the car with my dad. Because we don't know what's really going on still. Like, we don't have all the context. And then 30, not even 30 minutes pass. There's like 10 cop cars surrounding the building. We're stuck in there. We see people rushing out with like big guns. Um, One's from like there's like cop cars from our left, from behind us, from the right, we hear an ambulance. We hear like firefighters. Um, the kids in our car like talking about how they're trying to find their mom, their dad. Dude, it was so stressful. I was like, what the flip is going on? Um, then there's this one girl in the car. She's like, I left my stuff in there. I'm like, that's the least of your worries right now. Because we still don't know what's going on. We ended up there for like 40, not 40. Um, so we stayed near the car for like a good 30 minutes. And then by the time like half of the people had already left, we're still in the parking lot. We thought we were gonna get interrogated or something. I don't know. Um, so we didn't leave. We waited till each kid got picked up until we were left with like one friend. Um, so we had this friend for like 3 hours. It ranged from like 4 to like 7 o'clock, and we were just there. My dad was like, he wasn't pressing the cops, but he was like, "Can we get like one of the employees to like grab the bag so like she could get her stuff? So because we can't call her mom, we can't like we're just trying to figure out what's going on right now, sir." And like you could just see them all talking, half of them were smiling. So obviously the situation isn't as bad as we thought. Um and then we hear this like okay, so one of the lady officers is talking to one of the other officers, and they're like this. "Okay, so they're like, okay, so we found a blood trail leading from the back. Like, mind you, I was in the back entrance. She's like, we found a blood trail leading from the back entrance going all the way over there." And I was like, I never saw somebody bleeding. I didn't see blood. I don't know how they found that. Maybe it was like a nosebleed. They're like, okay, so what we're finding is there was a fight, and it was a whole bunch of adults until one of them whipped out like a firearm of some sorts and ended up shooting it. What type of adult is bringing a freaking gun to a frick? Like, who's bringing a gun to a trampoline park? Like, what are you genuinely doing with your life to have to be strapped in a trampoline park full of kids? Like, take it somewhere else at least. I mean, at least it makes a great story. So, they're like, okay, so there was bullet casings inside of the trampoline park. Couldn't find anything else. A little bit of blood, but no visual proof of any actual shots. I'm like, what are you talking about? You just said you found casings. Like, I feel like that says a lot about whether there were guns there or not. Um, they had to keep all the employees in the building. That kind of stink. And then here comes the video that I saw. My sister's like, look, 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 I got a video. And I'm like watching the video. Holy cow! As soon as all the kids hear like the third shot, they're running. I feel like you should be gone by like the first. Like, if that's not one of the worst fight or flight like reactions I've ever seen, I guess it just puts into perspective like how much your reaction is delayed when you're caught off guard. My fight or flight response is horrible. Like, when somebody like creeps up on me, like, I'll get scared, but I'll end up putting my fists up. That's probably not the best response. I should be running for the life of me. Like, I'm not slow. I'm probably faster than the average person. I don't know. I have no clue why my body's like, okay, you can fight this out. Like, no, you can't. You're a 5'5" Asian that's got no hands. Like, genuinely, what would my person do? So I shouldn't be judging no one's fight or flight responses because mine's no better than theirs. Anyways, yeah, so whenever we had asked them, they're like, okay, so it was most likely like something like fireworks. What the flip are you talking about? Like it's fireworks. You could see everybody running from one area and you don't see any sort of sparks or anything. Like I feel like if it were fireworks, there's no way it could be like a firecracker. My bad, I had to swat a fly. Like there's no way it's a firecracker or something. Who's bringing a firecracker to the trampoline park? Like you're not staging a fight just to set off some fireworks. Even then, I heard like a couple people got arrested. Like why what are you doing? Genuinely. So we were there from like 4 o'clock to like 7 or 8. Um, the girl who didn't have her stuff, she ended up getting it like 4 hours later. One of the workers brought it to her. Her brother arrived. Her parents weren't in town, so it was just her brother and their friends. This tall dude knew one of the workers, called him, was like, "Can you get the stuff right there?" Grabbed her stuff. So once she had left, we were like, "Okay, so what are we doing?" We ended up just going back home. My sister seemed kind of traumatized until my dad was like, "Hey, you hungry?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you want?" She's like, "McDonald's. I want McDonald's." And so I don't think her trauma was really there. That's good though. So we ended up getting McDonald's. That kind of concluded our day. Honestly, when I always imagined like shootings, I thought it would have been like a lot worse than that. Not very eventful, if I've got to say. Like people just make it like out to like it's too much. Whatever you're talking about, too much. Obviously, different circumstances. Like I'm saying, whatever shooting I was in, really minor compared to whatever anyone else has been. I'm not trying to say that it was horrific. Like some shootings are obviously horrific. Like school shootings are a big problem. Any type of shooting is a problem. You just it's not a good idea in general. I just feel like some people make it out worse than it actually is. Like if you were like I feel like somebody could be telling the same story I'm telling about the same shooting and they probably make it sound way worse. So whoever's out there talking about the same story I am knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's not as bad as you're saying. Like I just don't know. Anyways, that's the story of the shooting that I was at. Um Not very eventful. That was gonna be a lot worse, but glad it wasn't. Everyone is okay. Kind of sad I didn't get my bullet scar that I was thinking of because that would have been low key pretty sick. Um, I know everybody would be bragging about a bullet that they took because they'd be like, "Yo, look at my bullet." I would have been that one of those people. Like I would have gladly displayed a bullet that I had on my chest or something. But either way, everyone was okay. I heard everyone was okay. Definitely not a firework. I don't know what the cop and firemen are talking about, but thank you for whoever came and tried to de-escalate the situation. Um, whoever, like all the people that came to help, like the firemen, the ambulances, the police officers, they're doing their job. They seem like they're doing a great job at it. So thank you for all those people that do this daily. Thank you to all the firemen. Thank you to all the um Oh my god. Thank you to all the EMS. Thank you to all the firemen. Thank you all to the police. Thank you to all the police who do their job correctly. Do their job correctly. Anyways, that is the story of the shooting, and thank you for watching. I know a lot of my videos are long, but I think they're all pretty funny. Kind of. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I'll see you.